Big red flags in Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bongiovi's relationship.
As I go to show him, the ring falls off my finger, plummets.
Millie Bobby Brown's relationship is strange.
Yeah!
And Ryan.
Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bongiovi set off the internet in June 2021 when he posted a selfie of them sharing the backseat of a car, captioned BFF with a heart. Fans zeroed in on every detail, questioning whether the pair were really just best friends, or if romance was already in full bloom. Official confirmation arrived that November when Millie posted a blurry Instagram shot of Jake kissing her cheek. And just like that, the rumor became reality. By April 2023, Jake took things to a whole new level. He got down on one knee and proposed, making headlines with Millie's gorgeous ring, one that reportedly fell into the sea in the course of the proposal.
He gives me like a shell and I like turn it over and it's a ring.
She posted a black and white snapshot of the two on social media, with her arms wrapped around him and an eye-popping diamond on her finger. "I've loved you 3 summers now, honey. I want 'em all," she wrote in the caption. Fans went wild, and so did critics, who questioned how a 19-year-old star, just a few years out of high school, could be so sure about a lifelong commitment. Friends and family members apparently shrugged off the skepticism. Millie and Jake's marriage-minded leap was met with many raised eyebrows, but it didn't stop them from forging ahead. Celebrity matchmaker Susan Trombetti noted that in Hollywood, relationships can go at warp speed and often end prematurely. Yet Millie and Jake paid no mind to the internet chatter, going about their engagement as if ignoring the old Hollywood love is doomed cliché. Millie Bobby Brown had a secret wedding.
Happy New Year, may we all.
While the internet was still reeling over the engagement, the couple surprised everyone by saying "I do" in a secret ceremony in May, just a year after Jake proposed. A source told The Sun it was a very low-key romantic affair in the United States with only the closest family members in attendance. Rumors flew around about the location, who might have been present, and whether they wore formal attire or kept it casual. Neither Millie nor Jake posted any official wedding photos at first, leaving fans in the dark about the details. Just a few months after the hush-hush ceremony, they held a second wedding in 2024 at a villa in Italy. This time, the vibe was decidedly more public, though still private by typical Hollywood standards. Matthew Modine, who starred alongside Millie in Stranger Things, reportedly officiated. Gossip sites lit up with speculation about which Stranger Things co-stars might have made it onto the guest list. The pair apparently avoided splashing official photos all over social media, but random snapshots and teasers from wedding guests started creeping online. Fans debated every detail, from the rumored Tuscan backdrop to Millie's wedding gown choice. Millie Bobby Brown got married way too young. One of the biggest talking points has been the couple's youth, especially when it came to tying the knot. Millie was only 20 when she got married, and Jake, 22. Despite the swirl of concerns flooding comment sections, the actor made it clear she felt perfectly at ease with the timing. In an interview with Alex Cooper on the Call Her Daddy podcast, Millie said she knew Jake was the one when she realized they shared the same views on major topics like parenting styles and politics. Millie's perspective on marriage at such a young age came partly from her own background. She mentioned that both her parents and Jake's parents married young, so it didn't strike either of them as odd. Jake's father, the rock legend Jon Bon Jovi, famously tied the knot with his high school sweetheart and has been happily married for decades, making him, in the couple's eyes, living proof that young love can last. Many observers see this as a double-edged sword, praising Millie and Jake for going after what they want, while cautioning that such a decision could backfire in the world of showbiz. Did Millie Bobby Brown get married to escape Hollywood? The rush to the altar caused plenty of chatter among fans, who questioned whether their relationship was on a collision course with a downward trend. Susan Trombetti pointed out that in an industry where relationships often form under intense pressure and scrutiny, everything can happen at lightning speed. Millie and Jake's timeline, from rumors in 2021 to engagement in 2023 and 2 weddings by 2024, fits that Hollywood pattern almost too well. Skeptics see this pattern as a classic red flag. Everything moves so fast that neither partner has time to get used to each other outside the glam bubble. Then again, supporters believe that the intense schedules Millie and Jake juggle in their respective careers force them to mature quickly. For them, a short but passionate courtship is just part of the entertainment industry's backdrop. Millie's already garnered global fame from Stranger Things, while Jake comes from a famous rock and roll dynasty, so they both grew up in the public eye. It's no surprise they're forging their own path, though critics can't help but wonder whether that path might lead to a sad time. Jon Bon Jovi fully supports his son's marriage to Millie. Before the vows, the iconic musician Jon Bon Jovi gave his own blessing to his son's engagement. Some fans felt the rock star was being overly optimistic, but he insisted he'd watch the couple grow closer. During an interview with the Sunday Times, he said Millie works really hard, and that seeing her and Jake together reminded him of his own early romance. He labeled it an accelerated version of the journey he and his wife Dorothea took decades ago. To him, if two people are on the same wavelength, no matter their ages, love can stand the test of time. Those who support the couple hold on to these words as reassurance that genuine, lasting love can happen for a 20-year-old. Others see it as a possible case of good intentions, overshadowed by starry-eyed optimism. The fact that both families married young and stayed together is a comforting story. But in an era when youthful Hollywood marriages often implode, plenty of fans still eye the duo's ultra-fast timeline with concern. The Hollywood spotlight is inescapable for Millie Bobby Brown. Celebrity couples often struggle under the glare of constant media attention, and rumors swirl at an alarming rate. Just look at famous duos like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, or Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, whose relationship issues became ubiquitous news before they ended up divorcing. As matchmaker Susan Trombetti told The List, celebrity relationships in the Hollywood spotlight are often negatively impacted because of expectations and stressors. Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bongiovi aren't immune to this phenomenon. Both their families, Jon Bon Jovi's clan on his side, Millie's parents on hers, might be supportive, but even well-meaning onlookers can't stop speculation about how these young stars will handle outside pressures. Critics point to the many couples before them who looked shiny on red carpets, yet faced irreconcilable differences behind the scenes. The question is whether the Stranger Things lead and her rock royalty husband will be able to dodge the same pitfalls. Their age raises extra eyebrows, too. At 20 and 22 when they married, the pair has already sparked conversations over whether they can weather the intense scrutiny that comes with being half of a celebrity power couple. Skeptics compare them to Hollywood's cautionary tales, rattling off examples of young sweethearts who fizzled under a spotlight that simultaneously glamorizes and condemns. Millie Bobby Brown and her hubby moved to Georgia. One of the biggest assets Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bongiovi have might be their decision to live in Georgia. While California is the epicenter for all things Hollywood, paparazzi, press events, and star-studded soirees, the newlyweds have chosen to build their home life somewhere calmer and closer to Millie's parents. Trombetti views this move as a strategic advantage. In her words, living outside the vortex of Beverly Hills and LA can help them live in a reality that escapes Hollywood pressures. The logic is straightforward. By staying physically distanced from the frenetic energy of the entertainment capital, the couple sidesteps some of the most intense scrutiny. In major entertainment hubs, stepping out for groceries can spiral into a flurry of camera clicks, leading tabloids to interpret every small gesture or fleeting frown as signs of marital discord. But in Georgia, they may enjoy a semblance of normal life. They can frequent local eateries without the same fear that random pictures will blow up online within minutes. Of course, certain critics note that they will still have to return to Hollywood for Millie's acting commitments, premieres, interviews, or filming, and Jake's own aspirations could lead him to Los Angeles more often. So the question remains, will their Georgia home truly serve as the tranquil haven they need? Or might it become a revolving door as their careers demand frequent travel and time in LA, Millie Bobby Brown has a great support system. Millie has spoken enthusiastically about how both she and Jake come from families that married young and stayed married. It's something she references as a model for why she believes in building a family sooner rather than later. According to Trombetti, staying close to their family and friends and having a strong foundation in their relationship is crucial to their survival under the spotlight. Being near Millie's parents could give the couple a stable backdrop to fall back on. In an industry that thrives on glamour, having a down-to-earth support system might help them think twice before making brash decisions. They can vent about career hurdles with people who aren't fixated on red carpet politics, and they can find comfort in daily life outside the paparazzi's lens. Jon Bon Jovi also maintains a long and famously successful marriage with his high school sweetheart, Dorothea. While that doesn't guarantee his son's relationship will flourish identically, it does show that Jake has grown up seeing an example of young love that survived decades of fame. Critics, though, wonder if Millie and Jake fully grasp the work involved in keeping a marriage afloat through Hollywood's trials, especially at an age when many are still figuring out who they are independently of any partner. What do you guys think of their relationship? Let me know in the comments, and I hope you have a great day.